Those Endless Mysteries starts now. Hey guys, tonight's video is going to be on Bigfoot, or otherwise known as Sasquatch. So I hope you enjoy this subject, and let's get right on into it. Hey guys, before we get into the more recent sightings, I was just wanting to go back and dig into a little bit of history first. Bigfoot is said to be a hairy, upright walking, ape-like creature that dwells in the wilderness. They are often portrayed as being a missing link between human and great apes. Most sightings of these creatures comes out of the Pacific Northwest, particularly Oregon, Washington, and British Columbia. Now with that being said, it don't mean they're going to stay in the Pacific Northwest. There have been sightings throughout the United States of America and throughout Canada as well. For most of the people that have seen this creature always seems to describe the same creature also. Most people claim that Bigfoot is a large, muscular, bipedal ape-like creature, roughly 6 to 9 feet tall, covered in black, dark brown, or dark reddish hair. Bigfoot is mostly known for his enormous footprints. After all, this is how he got his name, is Bigfoot. Some of these footprints are said to be as large as 24 inches long and 8 inches wide. So that's a Bigfoot no matter how you put it. So I can see why he has his name and everybody calls him Bigfoot. Now the Native Americans has many names for Bigfoot throughout their history, such as Sasquatch. And there's many more out there in the Native American language, but I'm going to try not to pronounce them because I don't want to offend anybody by getting them wrong. But sitting here looking at the list, there is many names for the creature of Bigfoot. For the Native Americans, this creature's just always been there. They've always told stories to the children, sometimes telling them not to say their name, so that the creature wouldn't come and take them in the middle of the night. Warnings such as these was given to most of the children throughout the Native American societies. The Native American tribes has long believed in a creature that survives within the dark forests of America, migrating throughout the mountaintops with ever-passing season. So with that said, let's get into some eyewitness testimony. Hey guys, I wanted to read this one right here to you. It comes out of the Charlotte Observer, out of North Carolina. It's a ghostly image captured along Lake James reunites Bigfoot fever in North Carolina by Mark Price. Grainy photos of a shadowy figure standing on the banks of Lake James have reunited talk of one or more Bigfoot living in the mountains northwest of Charlotte. The series of images was reportedly taken about 2 a.m. Saturday and posted on Facebook by Bigfoot 911, a research group devoted to creatures of folklore like the Bigfoot. Bigfoot 911 is the same Marion-based team that reported seeing a Bigfoot 2 years ago in McDowell County, but it may have came closer this time to getting the proof that has long eluded believers in the Bigfoot. Okay guys, here's a enhanced version of the photo taken at Lake James Saturday. So y'all let me know down below what you think. I locked right onto this creature and knew immediately it was a Bigfoot. Bigfoot 911 member John Berner told McClatchy's News Group. He was standing there watching us swing back and forth. I guess he felt safe because the 4 of us were in a boat and he was on shore. The encounter lasted 5 minutes, he says. and ended when the ghostly figure appeared to turn and walk away. I didn't feel we were in danger, Burner says. Bigfoot are curious. They want to watch us, but also want to get away from us. They don't want to engage us at all. Believers in the existence of Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, do so in defiance of wildlife experts, who say there is a lack of undeniable proof. National Geographic notes most of the evidence is circumstantial, including eyewitness accounts, blurry photos, and mysterious footprints. However, the Indian Army surprised the world in April by tweeting an Army expedition in the mountains had found mysterious footprints of a mystical beast Yeti, believed to be a type of high-altitude Bigfoot. Burner says the photos taken Saturday were captured with night vision cameras, while the men eased into one of the lake's northern coves. Lake James is a 6,812-acre lake, 45 miles northeast of Asheville. It has 150 miles of shoreline, much of it densely wooded. The men were scouting the area after receiving reports that night fishermen had seen something watching them from the shore, he said. At least one of the sportsmen believed he'd seen a Bigfoot in June, Burner said. Reaction to the photos on social media has been a mix of support and skepticism, which Burner says he expected. Some see only a shadow while others easily see a creature. I think it's just where there was no foliage or trees, kind of like a trail or opening of some sort, posted Christy Dotson on Facebook. I thought the same thing, but in the other pics it definitely changed positions, AJ Crawley responded. So it's not stationary. Plus, once you see that shape, you just kind of know it's not a tree stump either. I blew it up on my tablet and then studied the pics under an old school magnifying glass. Definitely a creature there. G.L. Johnson wrote. It's the real deal. It's no shadows. This next story comes from Outside. The title of the article is The 10 Most Convincing Bigfoot Sightings. It was texted by Lauren Kent. For decades, people around the world have been fascinated with the legend of Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Yeti, or whatever you choose to call it. Sightings of a furry, upright biped, and reports of beastly footprints have been reported from as far afield as the Himalayas. Although no definitive proof exists, the often questionable reports continue adding up. Outside plunged into the deep, dark corners of this subculture to compile the most famous, perhaps most convincing, Bigfoot photos ever captured. Here's the evidence. Is Bigfoot real? You be the judge. The most famous and influential Bigfoot footage is the 1967 film shot by Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin in Northern California. The Bigfoot walk has been parodied by many, but never truly replicated. Even with this enhanced image, it's hard to tell if it's a person in a gorilla suit or the real deal. A youth group was climbing into Marble Mountain wilderness when leader Jim Mills noticed a strange-looking creature skulking along a ridge nearby. He filmed it for nearly 7 minutes, making the somewhat grainy footage the longest video of an alleged Bigfoot sighting. British explorer Eric Shipton snapped this photo while trekking through the Himalayas in 1951, alleging that the footprint belonged to a Yeti. In 2014, Christie's auction house in London capitalized on the worldwide interest in Bigfoot and sold the original photo for nearly $5,000. Called the Independence Day film, this remarkably clear video shows an alleged adult Bigfoot walking through the woods with a cub in tow. The filmmaker and exact location are unknown, and many skeptics claim that there is a telling visible seam of a gorilla suit. In October 2012, a group of siblings hiking in Provo Canyon thought they spotted a bear in the woods and started filming. When the creature stood up on two legs, the hikers ran, abruptly ending the shaky video. A year later, the siblings launched a Kickstarter campaign to investigate the other Utah Bigfoot sightings. In 2007, hunter Rick Jacobs captured some of the most famous Bigfoot images to date with a camera mounted to a tree in Pennsylvania's Allegheny National Forest. His camera also captured clear photos of bear cubs, offering evidence that the unidentified animal was not your son. But skeptics believe the animal is just a bear sick with mange. Okay guys, now I have to add my opinion on this one. I'm sitting here looking at this photo. That is not a bear. I don't care what any skeptics think. I'm sorry, I mean, maybe a escaped monkey, gorilla or something like that, but that is no bear. Locals in Johnstown, Pennsylvania, were baffled by a footprint measuring 17.75 inches found near a residential home in the 1980s. According to the Associated Press, the footprint coincided with reports of strange noises and a strong but unusual odor in the air.